Hi friends, in this video I will be showing you how to identify female and male flowers on these gourd plants like bitter gourd or bottle gourd or snake gourd, any of these gourd plants where male and female flowers are separate. So this is my bitter gourd small variety plant. I have here one flower wherein I have a kind of bud over at the top here. And I have other one here with just only a stalk connected to the flower with no kind of bulge underneath the flower. So now if you see, the male flower is the one, this is the male flower. Male flowers don't have any kind of bulge underneath it like female, like how the female flowers have. So this is the female part of the flower. So the female flower will have whatever vegetable you have underneath the miniature replica of it. Now for example, this is a bitter gourd, so I see a small bitter gourd underneath the female flower. If it is a cucumber or a snake gourd or a bottle gourd, you will see small of those miniature things here. So basically the one with small bud underneath it is the female one, and the male one is the long one with the stalk. I mean, it doesn't have any bulge underneath it if you are seeing. So this is already a one which is already a hand pollinated gourds. If you are seeing, this has already been hand pollinated few days back, and this has come to a considerable size. It's just growing in the size. If you see here, there are few more which have hand pollinated recently. You can notice here few more. These are all hand pollinated recently. And now when you don't hand pollinate, this is how it becomes, because there has not been hand pollinated and it's slowly dying up, and slowly it will wither away and fall down. Now under what circumstances do we need to hand pollinate? When there are no pollinators in your garden, when pollinators don't visit your garden, that is when there is a need for hand pollination. So if a pollinator comes and sits on the male part of a plant and then again sits on a female part of a plant, then the pollinator would have, for the legs of the pollinator, the male pollen grain would have got attached and it would have got deposited onto the ovary of the female part. But since if pollinators are not visiting and there is no chance of pollinators coming into your garden, that is when you will have to opt for hand pollination. Today I will be showing you how to hand pollinate this. So if you see here, this is my male part, male flower. So what I am just going to do is, I am just going to pluck one of the male flowers here. So I have just plucked the male flower. I have got here a female flower. Like I showed you, this is the female flower. All I am going to do is, if you notice here, the yellow substance what you notice on this is pollen grain. So all I am going to do is rub this pollen grain on the female part of the flower. See here, you can see on this I will be rubbing. All I am going to do is just take this and tickle it on it. See, I am going to just rub this male pollen grain on my female. You can do the same thing using some paint brushes or some earbuds even, but I prefer doing this way because there will not be loss of any pollen grain. So all I am doing is just rubbing it, and if required you may even leave it. If you notice here, I see few specks of this pollen deposited on the female flower. Probably since this is a video you might not be able to see, but I see that there are few specks of pollen dropped on this. So this should do the magic. So after few days the fruit would have got matured, and you will notice that there is a mix of this pollen and this ovary, and fruit formation would have started. This is how one has to do the hand pollination in case there are no pollinators visiting your garden. So I hope you find this video informative. Until the next video, stay safe, take care. Whenever you are stepping outside, wear mask. Thank you so much.